Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I am Daniel,
I'm Gabriel.
and we are the Colombian cousins without our wives.
No wives.
Back with another
So
episode on Friday with the Cousins, officially. I think we said last week Friday with the Cousins.
yeah,
Sound
we
effects.
coined that.
Yeah, there's not gonna be sound effects. Just pretend that there's sound effects. Yeah, no, this is turning into a really fun series. We're only 3 episodes in, and I'm already like hyped up. It's getting I can see why people really love the show. It's hard to not like binge it. It's one of those shows that you just want to be like, because they're so short, you just want to be able to like power through, you know?
Yeah, you can just knock out like 5 of them.
Yeah, like real quick. Yeah, if
Yeah.
I was in high school again, and Netflix existed, I'd totally do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So last time was a big. So the episode before, the second episode was big because we saw Aang's powers. Last week was less of that, and it was more backstory, but it was like a huge reveal, which is crazy this early in the series like this. It seems like such a big reveal. So we found out that Aang is a reincarnation of other. So the Avatar cycle, I think is what they called it.
Yeah.
It goes from I don't know. I don't remember the order. Earth, no, Earth, no, water, earth, and fire. Maybe fire would be because then he's air.
Yeah, because then it's air. Yeah.
Yeah. So then he is the current air avatar. So, and he was it's just a reincarnation of all these previous ones. So that was just like, first they said that it cycles, and that was already crazy.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be airbenders, but then they said it's a reincarnation, which is also crazy.
Yeah. Pretty huge reveal. Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember thinking because like it shows whenever he lights up, and Katara said those are the Avatar spirit or
Yeah, she said something
that.
like, "Oh, like he triggered his avatar spirit."
Yeah, so I wonder.
Yeah.
I wonder. This is like it'd be really cool if it's one of those things where like okay he's fighting right, and then something triggers that. Whether maybe he learns to trigger that on command, but right now it's happening off of like fear or like survival instinct or anger in the last episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe whenever the spirits come in, it's like all the past avatars, their like combined knowledge and skill funnel through him. So that's why he's really good at. We saw him waterbend like really good because in the past, like 3 avatars before, there was a very skilled waterbender. And so his skill is passing through Aang in that instant. And so he has the skill of like hundreds of years or however long it's been.
Or probably way more.
Well, yeah.
Because it showed like whenever
he lit up.
He lit up and then all the statues and it like revealed.
It just kept going and going and going.
Yeah,
and they're all really, really old.
Yeah.
So and it's just crazy because this is the first time they've had a gap in time with no avatar because he happened to accidentally freeze himself for 100 years.
Which now we know that the avatar spirit was triggered in the water.
And like as a survival instinct. So that's how he was able to survive it. And like not anybody else could do that. Somehow. It did something. And I guess protect Appa as well. Somehow. But it's crazy because like if you think about it, he has to master the elements. Or they say he has to. Maybe he doesn't. I guess he has to master it because he's the only one that actually can master all 4. Not anybody, you have to be the avatar to be able to master all 4. So I'm imagining him like in a fight. He's already very skilled at all 4. He could be fighting, and then like if he's losing the fight, he just summons all the spirits and he just like levels up times 50. It's like a Kaioken. I keep referring to Dragon Ball. Like he just levels up everything and gets way stronger. Because it seems that anytime he goes into that, it's almost like a trance, and he's not himself.
Right, he just kind of like blacks out for that.
Yeah, he blacks out. But I've asked already, like, does he have memory of what he did? I don't think when he did the waterbending, he didn't really remember. I don't think so. I'm also wondering how that works.
But in the previous episode, as Katara was trying to calm him down, and he was descending.
Yeah, so then
he did apologize for that. He's like, sorry about that. So
there's some conscious connection. It's very Hulk like you said. It's like the Hulk, like Bruce Banner's in the background, way in the background, and the Hulk's up front. So it's like a double conscious thing going on.
Yeah.
So I said last time, like the show has a lot of things that you can pull from all types of movies and shows and like really like intricate storylines. Like using that Hulk example, and like just that alone is already a big question. Like, how does the mental aspect of that work, and then all the four elements?
Can he control?
Yeah. So anyway, that's gonna be a lot of fun exploring, because it answered a lot of questions, but it kind of created more, which a good show should do, and a good show does.
Right.
So anyway, I'm ready to hop in if you are, unless there's something else you got.
Yeah, no, let's do it. This one's called the Warriors of
Kyoshi.
Kyoshi.
Episode 4. And I think last thing I'll say, I think what threw me off, I always thought airbenders were avatars because of the title. It says Avatar: The Last Airbender. So I just assumed airbenders are the avatars. But now I get it. Like, he just happens to be next in the cycle, an airbender, but he just happens to be the last one. So. And
then it makes sense why the firebenders killed all the airbenders in the South Temple.
Yeah, because they're just looking.
Because they didn't know where he was. They're like, just kill all of them.
Yeah, they knew it had to be an airbender because they're following the cycle, but they don't know which one it is.
Yeah, so they're just kill all of them.
And that means they kill all the ages. Doesn't matter. Like, the airbender could have been like a little kid, or they don't know.
Well, that's a good idea, or that's a good point, because if it's an older person, then you would just assume like, okay, that's the Avatar. Why he would be hiding? Yeah. So it would have made more sense in the story, I feel like, and people in the comments can disagree nicely. If and I'm not pro this, it's gonna sound ugly, but it would have made more sense in the story if they would have removed the younger generation.
So that's something that, again, pulling from different storylines, that's a biblical story too. Like, killing all the kids under 2 years old because they were afraid of like the rise of a new king. So it's like we've seen that storyline too. So that's just, but unless, there may be something we're missing, because like maybe they just didn't know for a fact that the last airbender was dead, because they just, in the intro it just says he vanished. So maybe they assume he's still alive and in hiding. That's why they were looking for a 120-year-old avatar. Yeah. Like a really old avatar.
So I guess they were just like, okay, kill all the older generation.
Yeah, if they're older,
just go ahead and remove everyone. Yeah. Or at least in the South. What do they call it? South Air Temple?
I already forgot.
Something like that.
And I guess maybe since a new avatar hadn't popped up, which would now be in the Water Nation, then they assume the air avatar is still alive out there somewhere hiding.
I think it's not a big deal, but I think it's Earth.
Oh, is Earth next?
Well,
whichever's next, there's not, since an avatar hasn't come forth in the last 100 years, then they figured he must have he's still out there. So that's why they're hunting for that avatar.
That's true, because I was thinking even the new character that was introduced in the last one, Captain or General, what is it? Commander
Zhao or something?
Zhao.
Yeah.
He was even saying, or he seemed like he was interested in hunting the avatar. I'm like, it's been 100 years.
Because that's the only one that can. Yeah, that's the only one that can stop the war. Well, the war's been going on without
at least 100 years.
Without the avatar. So maybe they feel like they're on the brink of winning, and only an avatar could screw it up, or something. Yeah. Who knows? But anyway, that was good. I'm ready to hop in when you are.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, cool.
Uncle, you taught me that keeping a level head is a sign of a great leader.
He's gonna get upset.
Now, whatever you have to say,
he's 100% gonna get upset.
Okay, then. We have no idea where he is.
What?
Relax, Sokka. Where we're going, you won't need any pants.
Wait, what?
Where are you going?
We just made a pit stop yesterday. Shouldn't we get a...
That's why we're here. Elephant Koi. And I'm gonna ride it.
I was about to say, is he gonna go swimming?
You gotta watch me.
Oh, he was just trying to show off for her.
Oh, that's all it is.
Dang.
There's something in the water.
Oh. The animation. Is it not a... Oh, yeah. We haven't seen any Earth tribe people yet.
Explaining to do.
Maybe this
And
is
if you
them.
don't answer all our questions, we're throwing you back in the water with the Unagi.
I know her because I'm the Avatar.
Oh, from
That's
previous.
impossible. The last Avatar
Yeah.
was an airbender who disappeared 100 years ago.
Dang, do some airbending.
What?
Hold on. Oh, wait for a good time.
Yeah. When in doubt.
Oh my God, what's going on with that person?
The person foaming.
It's on Kyoshi.
So they said the last Avatar was an airbender who disappeared 100 years ago. So they knew. So the one we were talking about last time that had disappeared wasn't the old firebender. It was the airbender. Anyway, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Our theory was wrong. Or mine, at least. Now, word's getting out that the Avatar's alive.
All right, dessert for breakfast.
And then a lot of people found out too, because like the statues at it, every
Oh, it
all
lit
the
up. So,
different
like,
temples.
the Avatars, that's
Maybe
true.
just a bite.
That is true.
Yeah.
Nat, I'm just a simple monk.
Well, he had said he knows her. But maybe doesn't know her consciously, because he even said earlier, like, how'd you know that? He's like, I don't know how I knew that.
It's in like that. Yeah, the Avatar's name.
Yeah, so he must have the knowledge. It's just not like he just knows it, but doesn't know how he knows it.
Yeah, that's tricky. I don't know.
He's gonna do no hands. Do it.
It is a cool party trick.
That is. And that's what I would do.
Girl. Now, this may be a little tough, but try to block me. Good. Of course, I was going easy on you.
Of course.
Oh man, it's a big ego check.
Yeah, huge.
Oh, that's even worse.
And these supplies are for our trip. I told you we have to leave Kyoshi soon.
Man,
I
she's
don't
smart.
want to leave Kyoshi yet. I can't put my finger on it, but there's something I really like about this place.
So they said, I didn't realize whenever that statue was an actual Avatar. I thought it was just like someone important in their village from a long time ago. So that's why you would know who he is, who she is. I mean,
Well, I would be honored if you would teach me.
Even if I'm a girl,
I'm sorry if I insulted you earlier. I was wrong.
we normally don't teach outsiders, let alone boys.
Please
Yeah.
make an exception.
because you're the
I won't
Avatar's
let you
friend.
down. Do I really have to wear this? It feels a little girly.
It's a warrior's uniform. You should be proud. The silk thread symbolizes a brave blood that flows through our veins.
I wonder if she can teach him at least a little bit.
Remember how the Unagi almost got me yesterday?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, at least basics.
Well, I'm gonna go ride it now. It's gonna be real dangerous.
Good for you.
The music.
It's like, "Pew."
It's
Yeah, it's
not
a hot
about
attitude.
strength.
Yeah.
Our technique is about using your opponent's force against them.
He doesn't care about
What's
their
taking so
attention.
long? I'm
Yeah.
sure it'll be here any second.
Oh, well.
What about this?
Does he just carry
Not
those
that
marbles
again.
everywhere?
Boring.
Yeah.
Where's Unagi?
Oh, it's like a snake.
Oh yeah.
Golly.
Before a minute, it seemed like it was a fish.
Yeah, and I was wondering why they only showed like that fin. Oh, is she gonna do something? Or is he gonna summon the spirits? That's cool that it shoots water. It's like a water dragon, so it shoots water instead of fire.
Water instead of fire.
Yeah. Oh dang.
Of course.
Already, man, this moves quick. This show.
Yeah, it's like they fight off the snake and then Zuko shows up.
Yeah.
I want the Avatar alive.
Girls, come quickly.
Hey, I'm not a. Ah, whatever.
Oh, he's a girl. I just realized. That's funny. Dang.
He's been training all his life.
Yeah, he just knows all the moves. He's just raw.
Nice
So.
try, Avatar.
Showed him
Oh.
in their village.
She kept trying to say, "We gotta go. We gotta go." Oh no!
Yeah, you're
the
right.
Statue. Now he's gonna take it, learn it's not. This isn't a game.
But I'm a girl, too.
Well, snap.
Okay. Oh,
Now get out of here. We'll hold them off.
everything in the show moves fast, I guess.
Yeah.
Next episode, they're married.
Yeah. Married.
Back to the ship.
Kids.
He's gonna use that to turn off the fire. Or he even wanted to ride that thing.
True. Oh, nice. Appa caught him.
Nice. He, with his front legs.
Thank you, Avatar.
Okay, so no hard feelings. That's good.
I know.
Oh, he got the attention. Ah, dang, that was good.
It was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, these a lot of shows have like filler episodes, and they feel very like filler. But this one, it still progresses the storyline and quickly. Like Zuko already found him, and he's gonna keep chasing him. It cleared up that he can somehow consciously or subconsciously remember all his past selves through that statue.
Yeah.
I don't know why at the beginning I assumed that everybody on the world was part of a tribe. But obviously there's the 4 elemental tribes, and then there's those people who aren't, at least not from what I could tell here.
Yeah, they're just like their own.
They're just people, so they
community.
use those warrior girls as like their form of protection.
Yeah,
Because they don't really have like powers any other way.
that's true. I always think of it as like just the 4 tribes.
Yeah, I was even thinking like, hey, they don't look like Fire Nation, they don't look like Water Nation, they must be Earth Nation. Or no, Water Tribe, Fire Nation, Earth something.
Air,
Yeah, and then I can't remember anymore.
air temple.
Oh, Air Temple, maybe, yeah. Air Temple.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was really cool. Man, he's strong. Like he just kind of like turned around and like threw him back so hard. I mean, I guess you could do that with the water, but what happens if you're not around water? I think I asked that in one of the episodes.
Yeah, I think you did too.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah, like there has to be water around.
yeah.
I
And
wonder if it's
there's
raining, if you can use that.
yeah. I mean, there's moisture in the air technically. And I mean, the Fire Nation can bring up fire, can summon fire from nothing, But we've only seen Katara manipulate water that she physically had with her. So that's why I'm assuming that. But surely they can somehow summon it as well. But we haven't seen a whole lot of that or the Earth people. So that's going to be it's already 4 episodes in and we haven't seen that.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
it's like a little adventure. They're just going from, I mean, dude, I keep making, I feel like in every reaction I make references to Dragon Ball. But in the first Dragon Ball, the whole series was like following Goku, who was like the simple-minded but yet really powerful, going around with Bulma, which is kind of like Katara, and then the goofy boyfriend at the time, which was Yamcha. So and just kind of traveling around, and he had his stick, just like he has his glider thing. So I don't know. There's probably, I wonder if there's some sort of
Connection
inspiration
between-
or like an inspiration.
or
at least.
inspiration. Yeah, not connection.
Yeah. Because obviously that show worked and grew and got really big, but I like where this one. But I will say I like the pacing of this one. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, they don't drag anything out.
Yeah, they don't drag things out. They fly right through it.
Yeah.
So I can see why it's really popular. So
Yeah, popular in every generation. It seems like.
I know that's the thing that surprised us over on Discord.
Yeah.
We have a big mix of people over on Discord as far as ages. And whenever we announced that we're watching this, I mean, the excitement was like top to bottom. They're like, "Oh, I watched this as a kid. Watched it again when I got older, and I'll show my kids." And it's like we all love it. And I'm like, man.
Yeah, my favorite show. Yeah,
Like,
it's a good one.
It
Yeah,
masquerades as a kid show, and I could see it being like a kid show even now. But the concepts are starting to get like a little bit more complex, and so I could see it taking it even a step further.
yeah, which is how it appeals to
The older
us.
crowd, yeah.
yeah,
Well, and there's just so many things. Like, I mean, in the world of like superhero movies and stuff, like having the different, like controlling the different elements, just reminds me of like a lot of different movies that do the same thing.
Yeah.
Like controlling elements and how, like even whenever she pulled the water out of his mouth, I've seen that in a movie. Someone who can control water and pull it out. Oh, I think it was an Aquaman actually. The girl, whoever Amber Heard plays in the movie, someone's drowning. His dad's drowning, and she pulls the water out of him. I know it's like a random call out.
Wow. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure she did that. And I was even thinking like, where did that come from? So like, that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's a big budget movie. So these concepts are just like, it's less like, it's more mature, not mature, but like it's not just with kids shows. You can just throw anything out there and not really think about it. But this one, they use it and they're really creative in how they use it. So
yeah,
it's good.
Yeah, there's a story, a good plot.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm excited for him to, I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't remember. So I don't know how long it's going to take for them to get to the North Pole.
to the North Pole water. Yeah. And then this can be like a whole thing about trying to learn how to water bend. So hopefully I'm sure they'll find a way to keep that interesting. And I guess one way to do it is having Zuko chase you everywhere. But because like how do you keep the idea of learning how to water bend? How do you keep that interesting? Like right now, him like showing off his skills with airbending is really good. So, I don't know.
Well, I am interested to see because for some reason I can only remember like maybe just the first few episodes.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to think like further ahead. I'm like, but for the purpose of this is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm like things come back to me as I'm watching. I'm like, oh yeah,
yep,
that's right. But I think it'd be cool to see like Aang and Katara train, with Aang being the avatar, and then Katara already having some foundational knowledge.
Well, that's why I was even saying that. I was like, why didn't she at least teach him the basics? She can do like some little stuff. I mean,
right?
Doesn't look powerful, but then when she like was holding him and did that, and
that was cool.
I mean, that takes some strength.
Yeah.
So she has definitely a strength with it. So,
but like, I wonder if he's gonna, because he's an avatar, he just has like the ability to learn it well. So I wonder if he's just gonna do this,
right? Like
skill wise,
like it's like let me show you how to do this little thing. He's like, oh, you mean like this? And it's just like all this crazy stuff.
He's like, oh, okay, let me try it out. Yeah,
like goes crazy.
He's like, okay, that
wouldn't surprise me. I mean, he's only 12, and he's already this good at airbending, so he's obviously really good at learning stuff fast.
Yeah,
he just hasn't.
Which I mean,
anyone to teach him.
That's like the monk lifestyle. They probably trained.
They just apply their entire all their energy
to training. Yeah,
that's true too.
Dang.
Nice.
Good episode.
Yeah. Yet again, good episode. Cool. Well, that was a fun one. Thanks guys for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't. We plan on going through this series and maybe some other ones. We'll eventually get some polls going on other types of shows we could watch here on Friday with Cousins. And down the road, maybe we have a couple of shows that we finished up, or are finishing up. That's all 4 of us, and so hopefully we can get to some of those as well down the road. But yeah, this has been a lot of fun. We're on Instagram, Patreon, Discord, all the good stuff. Check us out. And yeah, I think that's it. Unless you have any closing thoughts.
No closing thoughts.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks guys for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Cool.
Sweet.
Peace.
Peace.